Hello everyone, welcome back to NHL Imperialism Part 4. Last week's video, the Wild expanded a lot. I'm pretty sure the only matchups were actually in here. Nope, wait, the Kings and Sharks. The week before, of course, you had the Oilers and Bruins, Devils. For that, yeah, there was lots. If you missed it, please go back and watch Part 1, 2, and 3. Please go down below, hit that like button, and let's get this video started. Let's go to the wheel. Alrighty, let's spin the wheel and see who's going to be up first. We're going to have the Dallas Stars. Wait, yeah, Dallas Stars. Okay, let's go to the arrow and see who they're taking on. And I did just go look at the map. Every single state around Texas, or the Dallas Stars territory, is a free state. Means that's just great. Yeah, that's a free state. Alrighty. So, let's go take a look at the map and see which free state that they're claiming. So, of course, we go this way, this free state here. So, of course, color that in. We're going to go back to the arrow, see, because, yeah, literally every state around them is a free state. So, that's pretty much not good. Because, yeah, we're going to be taking lots of spins with the arrow. I guess it's not as much as Boston. But, I mean, if you want to go this way to get a matchup, you got to go through all of that. If you want to go up, you're going to go through all of these. If you want to go this way, you got to get through these. But I guess if you get through this one, somehow also get another up, you could be going up against the Avalanche. Or you could just have to go through one for diagonal. Spins this is going to take us, but it's going to be a lot. Okay, let's, yeah, I was going to say let's spin the arrow, but I spin it. Okay, I bet you that's another free state. But here's the thing, that's the one right there. So, if we get, a Northwest next time, we're taking on the Avalanche, so that's some good news. So actually, let's spin the arrow again before we go back to the map. And if it's not that Northwest one, I'll just fill it in. Actually, that's the state right above it. That's not Northwest enough. Okay, I'm gonna fill these in. Let's give it another spin. There's nothing south. That's Mexico. That doesn't count. Another spin. We're gonna get it eventually. There we go. That's the Avalanche right there. That's the Avalanche. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry. That's the Avalanche. Let's go get the matchup. Okay, let's get this started. 1-0 Stars. 3-2 Avalanche. McKinnon, 2 goals. This is anyone's game now. Starts third period, sorry. It's already started. And there we go, 3-3. Jamie Benn on the power play. Let's go. So now it's anyone's game. We should hop in with about 2 minutes. Devontae's scored while I was kind of talking there. Okay. Let's keep this one up. Alrighty. It's 4-3. Yeah. Let's just end the game now. Yeah. 4-3 final. Okay, let's go back to the map. See what the Avalanche have gained. Yeah, so the Avalanche now have a pretty big territory. Not as big as Wild, but it's getting there. It's pretty big. And we got some bigger ones right beside them. And one territory north too, so this could affect stuff in future episodes. You also have teams that haven't played right here and there that could be a threat to the Avalanche. Or maybe the Avalanche, if they get them, might destroy them and expand their territory. You never know. So let's go back to the name wheel and see who we get next. Alright, let's see who we're gonna get for round 2. Game 2, sorry. The Predators. Whoa. Predators are by the Avalanche's territory. But we just have to see if that's who they're going to be taking on. To the arrow. Let's see where the Predators are going. That's a southwest, so let's go to the map and see who's southwest of the Predator. Okay, so southwest of the Preds is this. Well, if we go from the logo, like I said, you might catch a corner of this state. We're giving them this state just because That's the most, like, southwest from the logo. So let's go back to the arrow and see who they're taking on. Let's give the arrow a spin. That's basically this. That's the state we just gave them. Another spin. It's on the other side of that. Wait, actually, I might want to go check the map. Give me a second, because yeah, that's just the state we just gave them. So let's go back. Let's take another spin, and we're getting that side of them, which when I look is another free state. So I'll give them those two free states, and now we've got exactly west, and exactly west is actually the St. Louis Blues. They catch the corner of the St. Louis Blues. Let's go get that matchup right now. All right, let's get this game started. Scoreless after the first period. 1-1 after the first. Okay, let's see who's gonna. Oh, let's go. Nashville's got a 2-1 lead over the Blues. Let's see if the Blues can come back and send it to OT, or maybe the Predators have got this one all done. Okay, it's 2-2 now. Think we're gonna need some overtime. Never mind. Let's hop into this immediately. Okay, 3-2 Blues here in the dying seconds of the game. Well, there's a minute left. Save from Binnington. Now the Blues try and look to get that out of the zone, and they do. They'll bring it in, and they'll lose it. Now Marshall Salt will go over to Stamkos. Steven Stamkos brings it in. Spinning. Shoots, and there's a pad save by Binnington. In front, Stammer. Backhander that goes tipped wide. Marshall Salt finds Stammers. That's blocked by Snavich. He finds Joseph, who will find Trug. He brings it in. He comes right in shot. There's another stop from UC Saros. As Marshall Salt will find Carrier, who finds Forsberg, and the Predators have 15 seconds to try and tie the game. Marshall Salt in front, and that's directed wide by Binnington. 10 seconds now. Carrier finds Jeski, and Trug trying to get that out of Stamkos, and he's hit, and that goes flying up. The Blues have 1 second left, and they have won the game. The Blues now will expand their territory, and let's go take a look at the map. So now Nashville's fallen, and now the Blues have such a big territory, but it's kind of a wonky shape. Of course, you have their original territory, but then all that territory that Nashville took. Okay, I'm not speaking proper right now. It's like kind of a wonky shape, and it's like such a narrow connection right there. So it's such a, like an awkward shape. Anyway, let's go back to the wheel, get our next matchup, see who's up next. And next up is the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's go see who they're going to be taking on. Let's see. That's south, so that would just be a free state because, yeah. So let's see what they're going to keep going to take. That's northeast, which, yeah, that'd just be the ocean. Can't get the ocean, so they have a free state right now. That's the exact same direction. You can't get that. That's the ocean. That's also the ocean. Seriously, like, come on. That's literally... Is that? Nope. That's just the ocean as well. This thing really just likes the ocean. Oh my god, that's the ocean. What a shock. I'm just gonna keep spinning this arrow. That's the ocean. Anything that way is just the ocean. That's also just the ocean. Can't it just, like, point west or something? That's the free state. That's its only other free state. So now the Hurricanes have 2 free states, and now they're surrounded by the Blues, or they could go north and get another free state. That's like a northwest. So if I look at it, that's the exact same free state they just took. But we're going to go take a look at the map and see if there's anyone on the other side of that northwest. All right. So yeah, I gave them these 2 states. We could give them the ocean based off of how many spins that took, but I'm not doing that. So yeah, you go this way. Well, here, I'll draw you a line just so you can see. If you go this way from the logo, apparently doesn't want to draw a line. Interesting. It's fun. No way, I got the color red. That's my bad. So no, if you draw a line coming from the logo, it's this free state here. So let's go back to the arrow and see if maybe they will actually get a matchup, because right now it's now one of them. Or they could go straight up and face the Capitals. That is who they're playing in the playoffs right now, so that'd be fun. So let's just spin the arrow. Of course, that's the ocean. Just of course. Okay, actually, going northwest is actually the Buffalo Sabres. Let's go get that matchup right now. Let's get this game started. 2-1 Sabres. 3-3 after 2 periods. Hurricanes have fought back. Let's see. Will the Hurricanes be able to take the lead, or will the Sabres get their lead back? What do you know? Shigosa gets second of the night, 4-3 Hurricanes. Now, will the Sabres be able to push back and get their lead back? Well, the Hurricanes have a power play. Will they extend their lead? No. Now, the Sabres have a power play. Do they score off of it? No. So it still remains 4-3 for the Hurricanes. Game's getting close to ending. Will it end? Well, there's Logan Stankoven with the empty netter, 5-3 final. Hurricanes take down the Buffalo Sabres. Let's go take a look at the map. As you can see, the Hurricanes have definitely expanded. They now took over the Buffalo Sabres, which actually were one of the first teams to take over land. They were one of the first teams in the video to actually be picked off the wheel, and now they're gone. Hurricanes now have a pretty big territory. Blues expanded, and even the Avalanche. All three are right in a row. That's kind of funny. But yeah, that'll be all for today's video. Here's the final map. It's actually quite different than when we started. Like, significantly different. Like, even over here, like, all of Canada is different except Quebec, which that's crazy. And we only have a couple teams that haven't been picked, like the Ducks. Both teams out of Florida, like the Panthers and the Lightning. Washington, Chicago, and Detroit. Yeah, and then Pittsburgh and the Rangers. That's it. Everyone else has played, so maybe we'll see those three. We have to see some of those guys next time. So, till then, have a good day, or night, or whenever you're watching this. Have a good rest of your day.